under the judiciary, or we need a word police to police us.
Okay.
Because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable. But what is really exciting is the debate surrounding our nation. We're going to be free. Is that we're going to reform the judiciary, or we're going to need external help? Yo, a very good morning to you all. My name is Daddy KRIS, and I'm reaching you from the African Renaissance Television desk here in London. Whoa, Happy New Year. I see a lot of people eat rice. Listen, I was with my friend yesterday, my wife, and she ate so much rice. She's been eating and eating and eating and eating. I said, young woman, would you stop? He said when she finished, she's going to take a little bit of mud so that she can go to toilet today. So I hope a lot of people are in the toilet now, trying to get rid of what you women don't want to get fat, and you are the ones that love the food more. Anyway, Happy New Year. It's a great day because it's a good thing to celebrate, and it's good to see celebration around the world. I wanted to share some of the images with you guys, really. I will share the image of how it happened in London, in Singapore, and I'm sure you guys have a great time in Nigeria. So except that the news following close to the New Year is not really very good for Anthony Joshua. I want to share some few moments with you on that. And then I want to talk about the year 2026. On the 31st, I came on this program and an advice that we should not expect anything less this year from our current leaders. We shouldn't be expecting anything less. What we should be expecting, we should be realistic. What we're going to have now is politics, meaning we want to talk about 2027. Peter Obi came out yesterday, on the watch night, and he decamped. That is the beginning of it. And I'm quite interested that I'm not going to debate that today because I don't think I have the expertise. I want to bring in experts who will debate, who agree and disagree on that one. So that is going to be a full topic for a session for a week. But perhaps today, I want to prepare our mind. Prepare our mind on what we should be thinking about. Because until we start to think right, we're not going to get it right. And that is the problem we think we're still going through as a people. Some of us have good intention. I can see the amount of people on social media, every single one of us looking for one thing, a better Nigeria. You do, I do. I can promise you, Tinubu wants a better Nigeria. Oboriwori, all your governors, they want a better Nigeria. It's just that some of them are not in a position to do so, and some of them are too occupied with something else distracting them. In the end, our directions is so scattered. So today I will try and put it in a little bit of focus, so that maybe if we sit down and talk about this on a more sincere level, we might just be the one to solve our own problem without looking for the United States, without waiting for God, those of you that go to church or mosque on Friday. But we are the one that can actually solve this problem. So, but we're going to come to that. But before we go that, I want to share the moment with Tony Joshua. I feel so sorry. I feel so worried. Anytime I see Joshua's image at the moment, it disturbs me so much because there's nothing you can imagine like what Anthony Joshua is currently going through, And I'm very worried, Nigerians. I know it's easy to share this moment with him and say to him, I expect Joshua to be back in the UK at the moment, not because I think Nigerians don't have the right treatment, but for somebody who just got out of that kind of accident. I saw the way if he's in the UK, he will be coming out into a stretcher. He went to sit and they were taken to the hospital like somebody who is well, On a good day, he should be on a stretcher with serious medical care. That didn't happen. And now he's been at home still dealing with this loss. Psychologically, he needs some help. And I don't know whether we have those expertise to actually deal with his case right now. He's in a mess. He needs help. I expect Joshua to be in the UK for his treatment. You grew up here. Unfortunately, our system is not yet ripe. Not that we are not good. We might, like I said, keep talking. We have the good intention, but we might not have what it takes. Because if you are coming back from a scene of an accident and you are being taken to go and sit, Not sure whether you have some fracture. Don't forget, accident of this nature, the pains or the wounds may not come out immediately. There might be internal injuries. Are we sure? I don't know. I just pray that this young man is still come and represent us. Because the painful thing is, Joshua is the only young man that is proud of being a Nigerian, and it shouldn't happen. Among them, listen, we have our maybe to be prime minister here if God allow her. She denied us. Joshua didn't. He even is at home to do Christmas and New Year. We should be with him. But at this difficult time, Nigerians, please let us advise him to come for proper checkup where there will be proper X-ray, proper materials to look through the system. And because he's not an ordinary person, he's an artist, he's a bosser. Any little fracture needs to be treated now. Joshua, we wish you the best. May God give you the understanding to deal with this loss. It has happened, Joshua. It's not going to come back. One thing you must learn now is to accept what you cannot change. It's sad, but you have to accept what you cannot change. And I will wish you a very, very quick recovery as you deal with this. Nigerians, I know Nigerians are with you. The people in the United Kingdom are with you. I am here. In fact, what disturbed me was at the scene of the accident, we see people gathering content. That's how Nigeria call it now. They were filming. No matter how sensitive it was, they were filming such a brutal scene. And thank you. Now we have the image. But when I saw it coming out on Sky News, it's disturbing. Now we have the footage. It's nice that we saw what happened. But when we now see how Joshua came out and it's been taken he's been allowed to work for somebody that is coming from such a trauma. God, may God help us in Jesus' name. Anyway, thank you, Joshua. We're going to not waste so much time on that. Well, Nigerians, today, like I said, we're going to try and look at something that I think we should be thinking about as a people. I'm just trying to say about Joshua just now. If you have a broken injury in your arms and you are taking antibiotics, which is going to cure gonorrhea, your disease will remain. If I have gonorrhea and you are treating me with paracetamol, it's not going to go. Nigerians, we need to the first thing a doctor does is to diagnose your problem. That's the first thing. That's the first job of the doctor. It's not to recommend medicine immediately, but to find out what is really wrong. Nigerians, as it is, maybe I'm wrong. I'm very careful now because I'm growing older and I'm growing wiser. I don't think I have solution to every problem. So that is why you hear me using one language this day. I may be wrong. Before I would just say this is how it is. But when you grow older, now I find out that I'm not going to be the solution to Nigerian problem, but I'm going to be part of the solution, meaning I can do my part until I leave the world. That's the reality I've come to understand, and I have to deal with that. So let's take a look at this way. Nigerians, we are expecting politicians to solve our economic problem. Okay. That would be the biggest mistake of our time. If we expect Tinubu administration to give us solution to Nigerian economic problem, then we are stupid. Politicians will be politicians. Their aim, I came on the 31st and I advised that this year is going to be a year of campaign. They want to win the next election. You cannot expect a politician to be the one to propose a solution to your problem. We have an issue with that. If we want to solve Nigerian problem, we need to come together. Bring the best of our engineers. Bring our economists and our entrepreneurs in one room. Lock them up to identify the problem. You see, an engineer doesn't think like us. Most of the people in the office now, they are lawyers. Lawyers are people who go there to argue. Even when they know it's a lie, they will lie. I'm a lawyer. So we can defend anything, and we can say you must go in for it and you don't have to go for it. We must find a reason to set you free. Why the court must let you go. We always do that. So we are trained to lie. Those are the bulk of people that are trained to be governors. And they say they are good. Yes, that's not. They are all lawyers. They are very good. Yes. But that's not the training you got, mister. And why your training is maybe good, why you understand the law and be careful with the law, that is the only advantage. You know, I don't see you being good at anything. Being a lawyer doesn't prepare you for governance. But what is surprising to me is how we expect a group of liars, because some of us are not even lawyers, but we are liars. So it makes you a lawyer too. The 90% of people in the Nigerian government today are liars. So they are lawyers. Let's put it this way. How do you expect them to propose a solution to your problem? An engineer think of only one thing. What is the problem? This is the input and this is the output. That kind of approach, that kind of thinking is what we need right now. Not somebody who is thinking, okay, this is our problem, all right? And this is the solution. Okay, our problem is to get food on the table. It's a practical, simple thing. If it is free from politics, the solution will be to go and farm and get food on the table. But politicians will think, what do we do so they will vote for us by 2027? It's not their fault. They're politicians. Now, let me repeat that. Let me use an example. We need hospitals to treat ourselves. All right. Now, on a good day, technocrat people will only think of, okay, now this is the problem. We don't have enough hospitals. Now let's try and build more hospitals to solve this. If that is the way we are going about it, we would have solved our problem. But politicians go into their room and say, if we give this hospital now, how do we do it so that you have the picture of the governor? You know, if they put the picture of the governor, a picture of Tinubu, will be dressing the whole place to know that Tinubu is the one that brought you to the hospital, even though it is our money. But I'm just telling you, that is how their mind works. They always think how they're going to please you to win the next election. So most of the policy they come up with are not there to solve the problem. Look at what happened last time. They said we have a problem. We don't have food in Nigeria. The food is not enough. Tinubu allowed 10 billion on importation of food. And the price of food went down. And my guests were celebrating. I was confused. On a good day, technocrat, if you put engineers and the right people, economists and that, they will not propose that. They will say, no way. Let us go and farm, even if we have to be hungry for 6 months. Let's farm the first thing we're going to eat so that we eat. And that problem would have been solved forever. Tinubu allowed importation of food. Where does it lead us now? We are still hungry. And is it Tinubu's fault? The answer is no. It is a politician will be a politician. Why do you expect a politician to give you the solution to your problem? I was just going through this whole thing and I just got confused. When you look at your governor today, I'm going to talk about my governor a little bit, and the man should be tired of me right now. I'm from Delta State, so I use the governor of Delta State, even if he's likely my brother. The only time I see the man, he's going to commission roads. You know, he wants to do visible projects so that you will praise him. Oh, but the governor, you said the language, the working governor. And more than obvious, the working governor on what? For spending money he did not earn and pump it on bridges. That is a working governor. Wow, now get wahala. I want to understand why he's a working governor. Look at this man. The only time I see Governor Boriwori do anything reasonable is when he is out there to commission. This is the kind of red microphone. And the bill I said that the carry and follow. Myself not do well. So you let this man commission road on a daily basis. Now, why is Boriwori commissioning roads? What is he not the one that construct the road? Is he not supposed to commission it? Yes. An economist, an industrialist, the people that want solution to Delta State problem will never go for the construction of road. Oboriwori need it. If he do it, people are going to praise him. They're going to vote for him the next election. It has been our life cycle and it's been our style, and we seem not to learn. And it is really, really getting sad. It must not continue. It has to stop. I don't know where we're going to stop this, but it has to stop. You know why this is so sad? It took 3 countries. I'm going to use their case studies today. I'm going to talk about Singapore. I will later start with South Korea. Then I'll end with Malaysia. It took them just a decade to transform their own life. It was not one day, a decade. You know, the population of South Korea were grossly uneducated. What you see in the northern part of Nigeria now is nothing. What did they do? The government then did not start to educate people, did not start to send them to primary, secondary school like what Goodluck Jonathan and all of it will try to do now, send them to primary and secondary school. No. They decided to give them a meaningful education based on what the country needs. So they didn't just build schools, they built industries, and the people they were training were people that the industry need. How Nigerians today, let's look at the number of education we have in the country. The schools, the universities, we have enough of them. How many of them is really tailored to what Nigeria needs? I want you to think, please, Nigerians, let's think together. The whole people that we are graduating now, all the young people in universities today, have we have the intention of training them? We know we want our children to be educated. Educated for what? Is that what the country need? If you're gonna, sometimes we need psychologists, yes. How many psychologists does Nigeria need? Is that in proportion to the number of graduates you are graduating? Like I always say, the biggest example is Nigeria. Only in Nigerian university that you have the best theater art student. Theater art. There's no theater art. There's no theater in Nigeria. And meanwhile, the same university do not have department for film studies. Whereas we are number 1 today. We are the second highest film producers in the world today. Yet our university is not training our young people to fit into that industry. Now, do you need a rocket scientist to come and solve your problem? I'm confused. Wait. Let's start. Nollywood have shortage. You know the problem with Nollywood? Nollywood would have been number 1 in the world today if we have the right personnel, especially behind the camera. We don't. I work in this industry. This is my field. And one of the things we are trying to do is now to look for a way to boost our skills in the industry. But get it, mister, the Nigerian university is busy graduating theater art who have no place in Nigeria. I don't know how many theaters do you have in Nigeria? But if you graduate from Nollywood today, from film production, you have a job. It's a day, it is the next day. They'll be looking for you. Oh, you studied that in that day. Come and help me. Come and be my cameraman in my film. You see, we have not, you know the problem. I don't blame anybody. Don't even blame the politicians. And if I talk to you now, if they say they're going to do a structural reform, we need a reform in Nigeria. The reform they're going to tell me is, how are you going to call it? We need one government. Yes, thank you very much. Happy New Year, Prince. You know, they're going to tell us what we need really now is a system that's going to change Nigeria. Oh, yes, the Igbo must be president. The Hausa have been in president. You're going to see the debate now. It's how the presidency will come to the north, will come to the south, will come to the east, will come to the heaven. I feel sorry for Peter Obi. I am so sorry for him. Peter is one of the most skilled human beings that would have run the Nigerian economy. But if he inherits this system, he's not going to succeed. It took only one governor. Only one. Maybe if Peter can think like that. Meaning Peter will not be the one, will not get the praise. Oh. But it took only Governor Oti of Abia State to come up with a 25 years plan. Not a 4 years plan. 25 years. He will no more be there. Do you understand? 25 years plan. his time in office would have elapsed. But the guy, he didn't look at that. He wasn't looking of himself. He looked at his children, the generation to come, and he said, in the next 25 years, if we do this, our children will be living like they're in the United States. Now, tell me what is Tinubu's plan? Do you know how much Oborivori has spent on bridges, on commissioning roads? Again, this is a very good person. I look at Oborivori and I see transparency. I see good. He's a good man. But he don't get it. And even if Oborivori gets it, the system doesn't prepare him for this, because it takes an act of God for you to succeed the way it is. What is Oborivori going to succeed? He's going to try and win the next election. I remember what he was saying when they were fighting the war. He said, "But I not fight for my time. Make my time finish before I fight." I can understand the guy. Because in his little time, he want to end the glory. He want to win the next election. I was even thinking that after the second, when they are running their last tenure, they will be fighting the real fight for Nigeria. No. Then they are looking for somebody who will succeed them, so that the continued money flowing into their pocket will continue to flow. That's what you see every day. Muna no verse, Muna go verse for me. Muna listen. In Delta State today, if you see the battle, it's going to be between the Bori, the former governor, and Onokowa, trying to produce the next governor. It's always like that. Obori had issue with Oduan when Oduan wanted somebody else. He never wanted Okowa. Ibori insisted he must be Okowa. Okowa came. Okowa told him, no, it cannot be. You understand? You see, no, these people are not complete evil. Don't get it wrong. Because this is all they can see. This is what they can see. They cannot see beyond. They cannot see beyond. And when that guy comes, Obori is here now. Obori is fighting for his term. 4 years. Okay, next 8 years. What he's gonna make name for himself. You can't make name in 8 years, sir. You cannot. Let me ask you, for those of you watching me today, what is the plan that we have designed for Nigeria that in the next 20 years, this is where Nigeria will be? Hell, I don't know if I'm wrong, but there's a medicine China has just produced that can make you live up to 150 years. These are not people. The people that produce that medicine, they're not going to enjoy it. Now, my cell have broken to some stage. Now, you can't revive my cell. I'm gone. Maybe younger people can enjoy it. But if I want a better future for my children, that's how I'll be thinking. Nigeria, we are the most, especially this generation, we are not just stupid. We are blind, we are wicked, and we are timid. 3 words, and it's not good at all. When you are blind, when you are timid, and you are wicked, that's a bad combination. What am I saying? We expect politicians to come and give us solution to our problem. It will not happen. It has never happened before. So stop deceiving yourself. Let me put it this way. The South Korea, what have they come up with now? Just those of you who don't know what I'm talking about South Korea, most of your phone today is Samsung. Oh, yes, the one I'm using here now, my own is Samsung. I'm sure yours is Samsung. I'm using Samsung phone. This is a country that was, a few years ago, there were no educated person. Nobody goes to school there. They couldn't even read and write. Now, when they decided to say, let's go into this technological revolution, they did not go and teach them literacy, read and write. That was what the British taught us. And you cannot blame the British. You see, let me put this in context. When the British came, they were looking for people who would interpret for them. That was their number one, and who would be their clerk. They were not looking to train you to be an engineer. They were not looking to train you to be a medical doctor. You were meant to serve their infrastructure. So they were looking, and they were training people who can read and write. That's why fluent speaking Queen's English was important. Today, Nigeria, speaking of English should not be even a priority at all. I thought by now we should be speaking pidgin English in Nigeria. No, we're still on to the English. I don't want to contest that. But I'm just talking about the essence of education is it must be useful to the society. I've said that again and again. And now you're expecting Tinubu, who want to win the next election, to ever dare destroy the university system which has failed. You know, the ASU will go on strike. It will cripple his government. He will lose the next election. Tinubu doesn't want that. No, Tinubu has been able to credit himself with one thing. Since I came in, there's no queue for fuel. There's no ASU strike. Do you understand? He doesn't want that. Not because it was the country need. It's because he wants to win the next election. Can I blame him? No. Is that the right path to go? The answer is no, too. So what do we do? These people came out in full years. They came out with Samsung. Look at where they are. Are you saying that Nigeria? Oh God, what is it? Sometimes I look at my woman yesterday and I'm saying, what is wrong with you? What is making you incomplete? You are a complete babe. In all definition, what's the problem? Nothing that will make me to look elsewhere. I'm just talking now. Nigeria have everything. In fact, we are the most blessed. Oh God. The sun you have in Nigeria, they don't have it in Europe. We are now in serious cold. When you come out in Europe today, you know what? If Europeans will have this beautiful sun God gave you to blast you on a daily basis, and you don't have electricity, wait. You have solar, God, natural sun to generate electricity, and you people are still in darkness. What did God want to do for you past that one? Now, no, I don't understand this. Okay, you guys are in. Okay, you know, instead of you to focus on this, instead of you to focus on what you're supposed to do, you are busy doing what? Oh, Nigeria. It is well. It is well, Nigeria. We have everything we need to succeed. Every damn thing we need to succeed, God has given it to us. All we need to do is tap on it. And we're going to tap on it. We are going to tap on it. And God will help us to tap on it. I am just looking at Nigeria with all the sun. And I'm just thinking, we should be there now. We should be in Nigeria to succeed. We should be there producing light in millions for us. But what are we doing? We are waiting for power to come from somewhere else. Power will come, but we will need to generate it. What I'm saying to Nigerians today is, we have everything. God has given us everything. Every little thing is with us. God gave it to us. And we can succeed if we just can look beyond politics, beyond sharing revenue, and go into an opportunity to enjoy what God has given to us. God bless us with everything. In this 2026, I predicted before that it's always going to be a by-elections. But we can turn it around. We can do something great with it. We can choose not to make it election. We can make it something better. We can make it what it should be. We can make it the year that Nigeria look inside, put our engineers, our economists, and our entrepreneurs in one room and say, okay, if we are having food issue, let us find solution to it. If we are having social problem, let us find solution to it. But expecting the next election, which is going to dominate the scene this whole year and next year to be the solution to our problem, we're making a mistake. And may God help us. And God is actually have been helping us. So I hope He will continue to help us. So that is the little message I'm going to say today. It's not rocket science. South Korea have done it. Malaysia have done it. Singapore has done it. In fact, look at this other country. I'm happy Peter Obi said he has been to all these countries to learn. They're not really rocket science. The science is there. It's just like saying you want to disprove 1 + 1 is 2, 1 + 1 is 2 everywhere. The same thing they teach them there is what they teach you everywhere in the world. So if you can copy something and use it for your own good, it's good. It's good. So let us take advantage of what God has given to us, the way God has always been very kind to us. And I really hope that we will be able to get to where we're supposed to be. Like I said, Oborori is a very good man. Tinubu means well for the country. You know, it took me time to understand what this is all about, because I've been very angry with these guys. No, I come to understand that these guys are politicians. They have a job. They need to win the next election, and then they're going to win, and that's who should be their priority. Why should they bother about something else? They want to win the next election. I can understand that. Where this is really sad is because we all sit down and hope that they will give us the solution. They can't. They cannot. Because they are not designed. It's like me not designed to solve a problem. You're giving me that kind of problem. I won't be able to do it. But when I am equipped with it, like engineers do not think. If you put an engineer in the same room, and it's not thinking about the next election. It's thinking about, okay, how do we get this solution? How do we solve this? It's a technical thing. So how do you expect something else to come and cure that one? It's not going to work. We can do this, Nigerians, and we're going to do this, not for us alone, but for the sake of the future generation. And like I said, South Korea transformed from mass illiteracy to a global tech leader in 2 generations. And that is why today, my number 1 image on the screen has been Samsung. If you don't know Samsung came from South Korea. I don't want to mention China. China before that will say, oh, what is in China? Today is where everybody's going. China is not the solution to our problem. If China can do it, why can't we do it? In fact, the only reason one of the major issues I also have with this issue of this Oborori, nice project, kind mind, the man is a good man. But this is the problem. If only he has been able to use Nigerians, train Nigerians, because now, sir, if you want to construct road, yes, if one of our major problems is, or one of our major interests is constructing road, then why don't we train people to construct the road for us? Why do we have to contract it to people in Julius Berger to take all the foreign money again, the small oil money again, and then construct the road, and we are left broke? Imagine 70 billion spent in the Warri area for the construction of this road. You've constructed road for them, yes, and you have also empowered them with the money, with the jobs. If you do that, I swear, we'll be smiling. We'll be smiling. You see, so and that's it. My show is going to be about less than 40 minutes today, and I just want to keep it as simple as that. I really want to thank you. I'm not in the very good state of mind to do this show more, but I really want to thank you for this new year. Let's have a new mindset, a working mindset, a practical one. The mindset that means a solution to our problem. Not to think that we're going to solve Nigerian problem by letting politicians, who you cannot blame them. Let me be clear. Because their priority is to win the next election. And if they don't, they will lose the next election. If Tinubu insists on solving Nigerian problem now, he's probably going to lose the next election. If you're going to need the next election, Tinubu will lose the next election. You know, he will lose the next election. So we don't need that. We need something else. Thank you very much. Tinubu will not waste his energy or his little resources on trying to solve Nigerian problem, he doesn't need to do that. He needs to solve his immediate problem, which is to win the next election. And I'm saying we don't leave a country problem in the hands of people like that. If they want to help us, if the politicians want to help us, let them set up a kind of national economic council. Their own is to propose a solution to the Nigerian problem, find solution to it, make it a roadmap. So when you come in, you don't have a choice. You have to follow it. Some contract already signed towards it so that they will not be able to deviate from it. That is the only way we're going to be able to maybe find some solution to our problem. Like I said, today is very early in the year. It's a very New Year's Eve. And I want to wish you all a happy New Year. Welcome to the new year, 2026. It's going to come with its own challenges, but we shall overcome. Thank you very much for being on my show this morning. Stay out of trouble. Remain blessed. As God continue to bless you all. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
That is either we reform the judiciary, which is allow INEC to be under the judiciary, or we need a world police to police us. Because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable. But what is really exciting is the debate surrounding our nation.